You know that feeling, right? You're trying to get just one thing done, but you're hopping between a dozen different apps. You're copying from a spreadsheet, pasting into an email, double-checking your calendar. It's just this constant, exhausting digital juggle.
And, we've gotten pretty used to having a little AI help in our lives, right? I'm talking about the chatbot. You've met them. You ask a question, you get an answer. Super helpful for sure. But at the end of the day, it's still just a conversation.
But here's the big question. What if that AI could actually do the work for you? I mean, what if it could break out of that little chat window, stop just talking about the task, and actually go and do it across all those apps we were just talking about?
Okay, so let's get into it. Because that whole what-if scenario, it's not science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. We're talking about a huge leap from the simple chatbot to something way more powerful. So let's meet the AI agent. Seriously, think of it as your new digital teammate.
All right, so what's the big difference here? It's all about getting beyond that chat window. It's the jump from talking to doing.
Okay, so let's break down what we're actually talking about here. The simplest way to put it is this. An AI agent is a piece of software that gets tasks done for you without you having to constantly watch over it. And that last part, without constant supervision, that is the absolute game changer. It's all about autonomy.
So how in the world does this even work? Well, it's pretty cool, actually. First, you give it a goal. Let's say, plan my team's project launch. From there, the agent digs into its memory to get the context it needs. Then, and this is the key part, it connects to your tools, your calendar, your spreadsheets, whatever. And finally, it just gets to work, completely on its own until that task is finished.
Okay, to really nail down this difference, let's try an analogy. Think about an information clerk versus a personal assistant.
Your chatbot, that's the clerk. It's amazing at its job, which is answering your questions. But it stays behind its desk. That's the chat window. Now the AI agent, that's your personal assistant. It hears what you need, gets up from the desk, and actually goes out and uses all your other apps to complete the task. It does the work for you.
And this quote really sums it up perfectly. Chatbots reply to questions, agents complete tasks. See the difference? It's not just about spitting out text anymore. Agents can read, they can decide, and they can act. They are, for all intents and purposes, becoming our digital coworkers.
Now, this is not some future tech we're dreaming about. These things are here, right now, and I bet you've already heard of the big names. So let's meet the new digital workforce.
First up, of course, is the one everybody knows, ChatGPT from OpenAI. Now, yeah, it started as the chatbot, but don't be fooled. OpenAI is pushing it way beyond that, turning it into a real agent.
I mean, it's still the king of conversational AI and an absolute beast at generating content, but now it's taking on these much more complex virtual assistant roles that really show you where it's headed.
All right, next up, we've got Gemini from Google DeepMind. You can think of this as Google's all-in-one AI answer to, well, everything.
So what's Gemini's superpower? Easy. It's woven into the entire Google ecosystem. We're talking your Gmail, your Docs, your calendar, everything. That makes it incredible for helping with research, coding, or any creative task you're doing right there in your Google workspace.
And you can't talk about agents without talking about Microsoft Copilot. This one was literally built from the ground up to live inside the apps most of us use for work every single day.
Yeah, its whole mission in life is to be your work partner. It's the thing that automates all those boring, repetitive tasks. It'll summarize that nightmare email thread in Outlook or even draft a whole PowerPoint for you from a Word doc. It is all about making you more productive.
Okay, so we've met the big players, but what does this actually look like in the real world? This is way bigger than just helping you with your to-do list. AI agents are having a massive economic impact, and they're literally transforming entire industries.
And when I say massive, I mean it. Just look at this number. The global market for AI agents is expected to hit over $7 billion in 2025. This isn't some tiny little tech trend. This is a fundamental change in how we work.
And you can see this shift happening everywhere. I mean, think about healthcare. You have agents analyzing mountains of patient records, spotting patterns a human doctor might just miss. Or in finance, they're on the lookout 24/7 for fraudulent transactions. We're seeing it in customer service, in legal, in marketing, you name it. They're tackling these complex jobs with just unbelievable speed.
But, okay, like with any technology this powerful, this new, it brings a lot of responsibility. This new agentic future raises some really big, important questions
that we all need to start thinking about.
The more we let these agents make decisions for us, the more we have to face some pretty serious challenges head-on. We're talking about stuff like algorithmic bias, making sure our data stays private, and, of course, the huge risk of misinformation.
So, it's really crucial that we're all aware of these risks. We have to ask, are the systems we're building fair to everyone? Is our personal info being handled the right way? And maybe a bigger one, are we becoming so dependent on these things that we kind of stop thinking for ourselves? These are the huge conversations that are happening as we build this future.
And that really leaves us with the big one, the final, critical question. Because look, AI agents aren't just another tool. They're becoming our teammates, our assistants, our digital colleagues. And as they get woven deeper and deeper into our daily lives, the challenge for all of us is to figure out, how do we make sure they work for everyone?